The way we consume and share news today is largely rooted in social media outlets, a reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online. From the hottest issues to trends for our daily social media, and we're joined by Erica. Good morning.
Good morning.
Staying dry?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's jump into some of these major buzzwords. Starting with one of the festivals that's being talked about. Honestly, summer season does mean concerts, festivals, events, and this one caught our attention this morning, the so-called Seoul Festa
Yeah.
2022.
So Seoul Festa is an annual festival. It's a tourist, it's an event that's organized every year to help boost tourism here in South Korea's capital city. But this year, the Seoul city government is hoping to make things a little extra. They're hoping to make a much needed breakthrough in Seoul tourism after these past 2 years. The industry has been really stagnant because of COVID-19. And this year's festival kicks off on August 10th, and it's going to run for 5 days in total.
It does look like the lineup is hefty. They do have really sparkly events that caught my attention, like an EV race. I'm trying to fathom what that is. We'll get to it in just a moment. But just an overview first. What is different about this year's Seoul Festa?
Yeah, so over the years, Seoul Festa has been mostly focused on discounted shopping, I
Right.
guess, to attract tourists. But this year, it's going to be a little bit more special. First of all, there's going to be a K-pop concert because this is South Korea. A K-pop concert is a must. Everything is going to begin with the opening concert on August 10th
Okay.
at the Chamshi Sports Complex. You can expect big names like Rain, NCT Dream, and Le Sserafim.
All right. So a concert to kick off the event. That sounds exciting enough. And once they've caught our attention by the star-studded event, there's an EV race scheduled for this year's Seoul Festa.
Yeah, so there's going to be this high profile electric car racing competition as part of the festival. The ABB FIA Formula E World Championships Seoul Edition, or just simply Seoul E-Prix 2022, is going to be held at Chamshi Stadium for 2 days starting August 13th. So this is a world-class electric vehicle racing competition.
Really?
The Seoul race is going to be the last competition of the 2021 to 2022 season, which kicked off at the end of last year. The Seoul E-Prix is the city's first time hosting a Formula E racing.
I mean, is this new to you? It's new to me. Formula E
It is,
racing.
it is new to me.
You guys, because the idea of racing, I mean, it's not about efficiency as far as fuel or even energy goes. And the objective is to drive fast. And here you have an EV that's more environmentally friendly.
That's
Anyway,
right.
anyway, Formula E racing, finishing off what sounds like a really exciting season right here in Seoul, in the middle of Seoul Festa. Now, over the years, as you mentioned, Erica, Seoul Festa has kind of created a brand for excellent shopping opportunities,
Yeah.
mostly for tourists. It wasn't necessarily, I think, a local attraction, but definitely to bring in more tourists for a hefty and fabulous shopping opportunity. But this year's, is that still part of the equation?
Yeah, that has not changed. We all love to shop. So, as part of the festivities starting on August 10th through the end of the month, the city is also going to host the Seoul Shopping Festa, which will involve some 3,000 retail stores, including department stores and duty-free stores, as well as online stores. And they will offer up to 50% discounts on a wide range of items. Seoul Mayor Oh Se-hoon is very ambitious when it comes to upping the number of tourists coming to Korea. He
Mm.
says the city plans to regularly hold Seoul Festa in the month of May moving forward,
Mm.
starting in 2023.
Mm.
He has actually pledged to increase the number of foreign tourists visiting Seoul to 28 million. This is annually, by the way,
Oh.
over the next 4 years.
Okay, so bringing out the big guns to ensure that tourism is on point as we slowly recover from the ripple
Yeah.
effects of the pandemic. There you have it, Seoul Festa kicking off on August 10th. Let's turn our attention to the Emmy nominations for this year. This is exciting. Squid Game making history with a nomination for a largely Hollywood-focused award show.
Yeah. I mean, We haven't talked about Squid Game for a while, so maybe it's about time. So, 2 years ago, Netflix sort of broke ground for the Emmys with 8 nominations for a show titled Unorthodox, which was a German American limited series that was told in English, German, and Yiddish. And
Mm.
now, this year in 2022, Squid Game has helped the Television Academy go really global.
Mm.
The show, Squid Game, is the first series solely produced outside of a Western country and completely not in English to
Mm.
score major category nominations at the Emmys, including one for Best Drama Series. In fact, this Korean thriller is the streaming platform's most nominated series this year with 14 nominations. And it's ahead of really big shows like Ozark and Stranger Things, which received 13 nominations each, and also Inventing Anna with 3 nominations.
I'm getting chills. I
Yep.
mean, not that comparing apples to oranges is ever easy, but that nomination list is insane. 14 for Squid Games, Stranger Things with 13,
Yep.
Ozark with 13. Why was Inventing Anna robbed of so many nominations?
Have you seen the show?
Yeah, I've seen all the shows that you mentioned. I'm quickly realizing, did I have too much time on my hand during the pandemic? Yeah, yes. But I did watch all the shows, and
Yeah.
they're all excellent. Competing against the finest. It's not such a bad race after all at this year's
Right.
Emmys. In
Mhm.
fact, just a few months back, we spoke to one of the members in Lee Jung-jae's company, the artist company, and he alluded to the fact that they were actually starting this sort of kind of like a campaign trail for the Emmys. It goes on for months leading up to the Emmy nomination.
Yeah.
It's proven to be successful after months of it. And it looks like the show's cast and crew have also joined the Emmy race.
That's right. So lead actor Lee Jung-jae, supporting actors Oh Young-soo and Park Hae-soo, and supporting actress Chung Hyo-yeon have each received a nomination in their respective categories. For acting, Yoon actually landed a surprise guest actress nomination for her, really heartbreaking performance as Sebyok's Marble's partner in the episode Ganbu. And speaking of the episode Ganbu, it scored nominations in production design for production designer Choi Kyung-sun, art director Kim Eun-ji, and set decorator Kim Jong-gun, and also single camera picture editing for editor Nam Na-young. And of
Mm.
course, Hwang Dong-hyuk, he received nominations as well. He received a pair of solo nods for directing the pilot Red Light, Green Light, and writing the finale of the series One Lucky Day. I think Chung Jae-il, yes, composer
Yeah.
Chung Jae-il also landed a nomination for the series' main title theme.
I mean, that song is so easily recognizable
Yeah.
at this point. If you need the creepy vibes, I feel like this will be returning this Halloween season as well. All
Yeah.
right. So, this is amazing news for Squid Game, but it's also the latest reminder of a global scale for the streaming giant. They're
That's
here to
right.
stay. It seems like the game has changed forever in favor of them during the pandemic.
That's right. I have a fun fact here today. I recently discovered that dubbing has been really key to making the show go really global. It was dubbed into 13 different languages. It was subtitled in 31 languages. According to Netflix, more people watched Squid Game dubbed, which was really
Really?
surprising to me because I thought people didn't like things dubbed. Anyways, due to hits like Squid Game on the streaming platform, dubbing consumption on Netflix more than doubled last year compared to the previous year in 2020.
That is a fun and a surprising fact,
Yeah.
honestly, because I'm not a big fan of watching anything dubbed. I think it takes away from the authentic
Yeah,
experience, right? But I mean, to each their own. That says a lot. And now they have grounds to hire more voice actors to
exactly.
dub in different languages. And that sounds like an
Which is a
exciting.
really difficult job, by the way.
I was gonna say because I've tried just one, and oh no, I'm
Yeah.
not cut off for it. There's a reason why they call them voice actors. It requires
Yes.
a great deal of acting, trying to make that sentence fit verbally. It's an art form on its own.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, on to our last festivities. Now, if you're a big spicy food person, now this should excite you. The Goesan Red Chili Pepper Festival introducing 130 varieties of Korea's beloved staple.
That's right. Chili peppers have only been introduced to Korean cuisine just a few centuries ago. It really wasn't that long ago in the large picture. But chili peppers have become a staple of Korean cuisine, and this festival is a great way to celebrate and learn everything you need to know about spicy red peppers.
Okay.
Did you know that Goesan in Chungcheongbuk province is famous for its red peppers?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, they are. And this is an annual festival,
Okay.
by the way, and it allows participants to learn about chili pepper production, their use, and plenty of food items and dishes to sample during the festival. Now, this year, the festival is going bigger than ever before. It's displaying 130 different varieties of chili peppers from 50 countries around the world, including Korea, of course, China, Mexico, and India. All of these countries are famous for their dishes that must have chili peppers in them. And of the 130 different varieties of chili peppers, 30 of them are actually used for ornamental purposes.
Not necessarily to be munched down
No.
on. I'm not a big fan of spicy food. I can't
Okay.
handle it, so this sounds like my worst nightmare. However, for those who are brave enough or who can palate it, this sounds exciting. How good are you with spicy food, Erica?
Oh, I love spicy food.
So it's for you.
Yeah. Among the most notorious chili peppers that will be shown or displayed at this year's festival includes India's boot jolokia. These peppers are 100 times spicier than Korea's 청양고추.
Ah,
Boot jolokia, that name might not be familiar to most people, but if I say ghost peppers, you might be familiar.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these ghost peppers are boot jolokia. They're from
Yeah.
India,
Yeah.
and they were included in the Guinness Book of World Records for 7 consecutive years as the spiciest chili peppers in the world.
This would be a torturous experience for me.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
for everyone.
I was gonna say, who's brave enough to try it? But I don't know. Just to be able to say that I try the spiciest pepper in the world, that sounds like something to put on your resume. There are,
They have competitions every year, by the way, where
no.
people basically like try to consume as many of these as possible in a given amount of time. And it's quite messy. People are crying, there's snot like running out of their noses, and it looks really painful.
Lovely, lovely, Erica. Are there milder activities to take part in at the Goesan Red Chili Pepper Festival?
Yeah.
Because that is not for me.
This is a very family-friendly festival. Plenty of hands-on activities, including making gochujang. The festival is also giving away 14,000 chili pepper seedlings to local residents and visitors to the festival, which, by the way, kicks off on September 1st for 4 days.
All right, so do check it out if you're here locally and if you're brave enough to try some of the spicy foods. Gochujang making sounds like a fun experience.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Erica. Stay dry, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.